In this video, we are going to go over how to evaluate algebraic expressions using the order of operations with negative numbers as well as positive numbers, namely just integers. So here it says evaluate -5 times x cubed for x equals -2. In an earlier video, I showed you how important it is that when we evaluate for an algebraic expression, we're using parentheses so that we're following the proper order of operations. So this is really saying -5 times some amount cubed. That some amount is called x. And that x value that we're evaluating for it is -2. So we plug -2 up in there. Now once we plug that in, evaluate it in, we're now just free to do our order of operations. So this says do -2 cubed. Well, that's -2 times -2 times -2. Which is -2 and -2 is 4, times another -2 is -8. So this ends up being -5 times -8. A -5 times a -8 is a positive 40. And there you have your answer. On to number 2. This says evaluate 2a squared minus 3b for a equals -1 and b equals 4. Similar to the last problem, we're going to put parentheses where the variables are. So we're squaring a minus 3 times an open unknown amount b. If it helps, you can remember that that's b and that's a, so we don't confuse the fact that this empty spot is different in terms of the value that goes there than the first empty spot. So -1 gets replaced for a, so we have -1 squared, and then b gets replaced, and that is 4. Now I will note that after a while, you're not going to have to set up everything with parentheses beforehand. You're going to start to do that automatically and just do it all at once. So this is all for training purposes so that your fundamentals are really good. Okay, so now we follow the order of operations. Here we're going to square -1 first. -1 times -1 is 1. So we get 2 times 1 minus 3 times 4. Well, we'll do our multiplication. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4, might as well do this at the same time, is 12. And 2 minus 12 is -10. And there we have our answer. Sweet. On to this third and final problem in this video. We're asked to evaluate y squared minus 7y plus 12 for y equals -3. We're going to do a similar idea as we did in the last two problems. Here, note that everything is a y value, so we square this y value. Minus 7 times y, all right, that's also going to be y, plus 12. And into those open parentheses go the number that y is equal to, -3. So that's the evaluation part. Okay, here we go. We're going to square -3. That's the first part in our order of operations we need to observe. -3 times -3 is a positive 9. Minus 7 times a minus 3 plus 12. Okay. Now, this right here, you can look at this a number of ways. I typically look at this as plus a -7 times -3. It makes life a little easier for me. You don't have to do it that way, but I do. -7 times a -3 is a positive 21. And we have plus 12. And now we just add from left to right. 9 and 21 is 30. Plus 12 is 42. And that, folks, is a wrap on this video. Go rock some order of operation evaluation problems with integers. You ready for it? And here we are on the flip side of this video with some bonus coverage, unadvertised bonus coverage. Whoa. Okay, so let's check this out. We are going to continue to evaluate expressions using the order of operations, but we're going to go into math beast mode. So I've got some tougher problems here that involve a little bit more patience, but you can handle this. Let's do it. So you've got a squared times b plus a minus 12. And for each of these expressions, we're going to evaluate with a equal to 4 and b equal to 6. So as before, we're going to do again, you want to plug in these values for the designated letters. So a is 4. So I like to use parentheses, right? Because I'm inserting in for a, that 4, and I'm basically saying, hey, it's an empty parentheses labeled a. So that's 4 squared times b, so we'll put parentheses again, that's times 6, that'll be a big number, plus a, which is 4, no parentheses needed here because it's just a being replaced with that 4, and then minus 12. Now what we have left to do is to just simply do the order of operations. But instead of doing this problem out from start to finish, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you how you can drill yourself at getting better with evaluation. Go to the next problem and evaluate. Then go to this problem and evaluate. And then realize it's all just the order of operations after that. So here I continue. I'm now going to evaluate for b and a in this problem. 5 times the quantity. B squared is going to be 6 squared. Now I'm not going to put parentheses here. I don't want to confuse us with too many parentheses, otherwise I ordinarily would. A times b, that would be times, well, 4 times 6. And that's all divided by b, which is 6. Nice. One more evaluation to go. We're going to, again, input a equals 4, b equal to 6. We have parentheses. Everything is squared. A is 4 times b is 6. When two letters, again, or variables are right next to each other, you're multiplying them. Minus 20 divided by 4. So these problems now have become nothing short of order of operations problems. The new part, or that added layer, is evaluation. So now we'll use the order of operations, and I'll go through that rather quickly because in a previous video I show you, well, how to rock the order of ops. So 4 squared is 16. We do exponents first. You get 16 times 6 plus 4 minus 12. Do your multiplication next. That's the next highest order of operation level. 16 times 6 is 96. Plus 4 minus 12. You do addition next before subtraction when moving left to right. 96 and 4 is 100. Minus 12 is 88. Beautiful. That's your answer. On to this next one. We are going to do everything in the numerator and then everything in the denominator using the order of ops. So this numerator has a bunch of stuff in parentheses. We do that first. Exponents first, copy everything else. 6 squared is 36 minus 4 times 6. Now I'm going to do 24. I usually copy everything else, but eventually you get so good at the order of ops that you do one step and then the next one all together. That's the goal, so that you don't have to write out every step as you get stronger and stronger. If you're not there yet, then you will have copied a step in between, and that's fine. Now we do subtraction up top, 36 minus 24, so that's 5 times 36 minus 24 is 12 over 6. 5 times 12 is 60 over 6, and 60 divided by 6 is 10. Beautiful. It's not bad, right? And last but not least, we'll use the order of operations on this evaluated piece. We'll go everything inside the parentheses is 24, 4 times 6, squared, and then copy everything else. From here, we've got 24 squared. Exponents come next. That's 576. No shame in using a calculator on that one if you need to. Then we've got subtraction followed by division. We'll do division next. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So I get 576 minus the result of 20 divided by 4 is 5. And then we subtract them, which is 571. That's it, peeps. Evaluation, as I showed you, can be practiced again and again and again. And then you're just left with using the order of ops. Aw, yeah.